Hey y'all, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're here. Honey, technical stuff. Oh, hi everybody. I hope you guys can see me. I hope you come in here. I'm gonna wait to get you guys in here. Boy, I am so proud that I figured that out. Whew. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, guys. So I wanted to jump up in here. And talk to you guys for a little bit. I got some upcoming stuff coming up that I want to tell you guys about. Hey, greetings. Hi. Please, if you can see me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know because I can see myself. So I want to make sure that you can see me. Let me know in the chat if you can see me. Okay, because I just okay, cool, okay, good. You can see me. Thank God. So let's hope. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Carolyn, now you know before when I would do lives and stuff like that, everything was good, right? Like I could come up on here and just do the live and it's all good. I swear, I really think YouTube is doing something funny because all of a sudden I be having issues if I try. I've been doing the videos. I've been wanting to kind of keep that up, but also it's like it makes me like, dad, feel funny about doing the lives. You know what I'm saying? It was good. Like I haven't changed anything. Like I literally hasn't haven't changed anything. So I'm not like, what in the world is going on? And then I hear other content creators like we're talking about like how their YouTube channel is being played with and all that kind of stuff where it's kind of blocking people from seeing what they're trying to do and stuff like that. So I don't know. YouTube, if y'all playing with us, stop playing with us. Okay? Stop playing with us. All right? For real. Okay, but anyway, I hope you're doing good, girl, and that everything is good. I definitely had a good time on my trip to Florida. It was really, really nice. And it cracked me up that Harold jumped in there talking about why you didn't tell me. I'm like, boy, I didn't even realize you was down in Florida or anything like that. But anyways, I wanted to kind of jump in here on a live. I was planning to do a video, but I've been doing a lot too. You know, y'all already know the drill. You know how it goes with me. I try to get things in how I can. You know, I get it in where I can fit it in. But with this one, I definitely wanted to come on here and tell you all about the series that I'm planning to do, as y'all seen in the title, right? Because that is going to be super, super duper important for us all as Black women to really take the time to tap into that series that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a 5 week series, and it's gonna like I got my information here. Is gonna be before the locks, healing from the inside out, y'all. So I'm gonna be really going deep. I'm gonna be going personal, sharing some personal stuff. Like really, really, I think that I think that us as, Black women in the Black community, we've really gotten too used to we have really gotten too used to, I would say, being damaged, like in terms of like the things that we do to our hair. Is that? Oh, that's little Maddie making the little debut. I mean, doing the cameo. But anyways, this is gonna be like so important. I've been like really gathering information. Like really a lot of stuff that's just gonna blow y'all mind. Like it's like crazy because I've been actually learning as I'm trying to, learn to be able to put this information out there. And it's crazy because it's like I still see like the same thing going on. And even though we can kind of be proud of like, say when the natural hair movement came out and everybody started to be like, I'm tired of all this stuff. I'm tired of the damage of, I'm tired of all that kind of stuff. Let me go ahead and embrace my natural hair and all of that kind of stuff to help stop and alleviate that damage. But I think that we really and truly do not understand just how much damage that went on before this. Like, so it's a good thing that we came to the natural thing. If for those who did or whatever. It's good that we did that, but I don't think that we understand really how much damage for real actually happened, and things that could still be actually going on in your body that you need to actually be checking out. And I think people don't even understand that. They just think like, oh, the results of, oh, my head fell here and there and all so kind of stuff. Well, I'm talking about medical stuff inside from when you was doing what you was doing that happened and have affected you inside, and you don't even really know that it could be going on. It's kind of more like a slow, gradual thing. Like, so say like if you eat McDonald's like 3 times, 4 times a week, it's not happening to you right away, but it's like a slow process of you getting sicker and sicker, or it has affected you in ways that, like, now you're trying to eat a little bit healthier, but you still have gotten affected. Like, now you got type 2 diabetes. Now you got, like, what's this, high cholesterol, or whatever else. It's kind of like the same thing with a lot of the past stuff. And then stuff that I've been finding out about, like, so many things y'all will be like surprised about, and the high percentage rates of the stuff that is so it's like crazy. Like, you wait till y'all definitely watch that series, because it's gonna be packed with stuff that, like, we really need to know and that we really need to be paying attention to. And the thing that kind of sparked me to do this was, just being at work and stuff and being around people. Like, I just, like, one day I was just like sitting around paying attention to a lot of the different, like, patrons that come. I work at a library, right? So we get all kinds of people in the community that I work in. There's a lot of African Americans that actually come to that community, and really is more of like the underserved people. You got a mix of other people that come there, but it's a lot of underserved people. So I still like watch what come in there. And then, of course, me being a hair person, I'm always looking at someone's hair. I'm always seeing what's going on, what they got going on. Now, there is a lot of lock wearers down here. I will say that there's like a lot of lock wearers down here, but it's mostly guys. So you'll see some women that's wearing locks and stuff like that too, but it's really a bunch of guys that wear lock, like predominantly, like in the South, like it's a lot of men that wear locks. But as far as the women goes, like I said, you'll have some of them that wear locks, but you'll have them doing all the things, all the type of things that causes damage to us. And it's really like, it's just like we see it so much and it's so normalized that it's like, wow, it just seems like just this regular thing that we do, and it's still damaging us. And we just it's so, we're so used to it that it's just kind of like, oh, this is just what we do to ourselves. So it's still like a lot of the wigs, the braids, the tight styles, the crochet braids, like, it's still from way back then. It's still the same thing. Like, it's just like, it's still the relaxers. I was acting like a lady, and she had came in, and I was like looking at her hair, and it looked like her hair was natural, like she was just like a loose natural, because it still kind of looked thick. And then so I was asking her, I was like, do you have, I said, oh, you wear your hair natural, oh, I got a channel, you should come check out the channel, blah blah blah. And then she just was like, oh yeah, well, a couple of months ago I had it was natural, but I just went back to relaxer. I just went back to relaxer. And I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, okay, okay. And the thing about it is, if that, it's kind of like one of them things, like if you go to a beach and you thirsty and you want something to drink, there's water right there, but will you go and just scoop up some water and just drink it when you know it'll make you sick? No, you're not going to do that, because, and no matter how thirsty you are, if you go drink that water, you're going to be sick. But the problem is that with all of these box relaxes, everything that's still out there, all that other kind of stuff, they're not putting those warning signs and different things like that. And I'm going to be telling y'all about some information I found out from the FDA too, the Food and Drug Administration, and how they're actually, like, this is so serious, like, we are doing and putting in our head that the FDA is actually involved. Like people don't see, but we don't know that, and it's about all the type of stuff that they should be labeling, and just how dangerous this stuff. And I'm going to be doing a breakdown on like all the stuff that's in that stuff, and the percentage rate of uh like cancer and all kind of craziness that is attached to all of this stuff, even like with the braiding hair, like all kind of stuff that you'll be like, what? Like the stuff that I was like finding out, I just could not believe it. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna share the story. It's gonna be a 5-part series. So one, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get every Sunday. I'm gonna try to do it like every Sunday, even though I be having Friday off. Sometimes Sundays I be busy. I'm trying to think if I should switch it to a Friday, because actually Friday be like a day off that I have. But I think so. I'm gonna think about that, whether I should do it on a Friday or a Sunday. It seems like it's a lot more participation on a Sunday, but I never tried a Friday either, so I don't know how that would be. But I'm definitely going to kick out one video start, and I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this to kick this off for next week, to start the first one off. Okay, the first episode, and it's gonna be yeah, episode one. Just wait, just it's going to be episode one. It's going to be my story, the cost of beauty. Okay, so we gonna break that down. I'm gonna break that down in the video, and we are going to be covering a lot of stuff, y'all. It's like I said, it's one of these type of things where the information that y'all are going to gather from all this like research and stuff that I was finding, like share it with your family, share it with everybody you know that's still using all of the stuff before we came to the whole lock thing. So you can't ignore that part. That's the whole thing. You cannot ignore that part of it, because there are still a whole lot of people that are still doing that. Still a whole lot of people who are doing that, like using the relaxers, using the, like I would say, the braids that are like really really cheap, and they don't realize what that's really made of. Um, the wigs, the lace fronts, like all of that stuff that's causing us to have the alopecia that will not end up going away. And then you're like, instead of you doing remedies and things to try to reverse that, because the earlier you try to reverse that, the better off you will be. The earlier you try to get to that, and then it's this whole new, not new because I've started to see it, but I feel like it's getting younger and younger with people introducing their children to this stuff, like even at a younger age than even when we was doing it back then, and even I was guilty where I'll be talking about that in my personal story, when it was two different moments where it was two relaxes that I had did on certain people that I actually ended up crying over, because it was like, yo, like, wow. But they're coming in younger and younger. Like I'm seeing like 2 year olds, like with like these weaves, braid styles on their hair that their little head can't even hardly hold up. It's like crazy, like the stuff that some of these people, and I even think there's a little girl too that came in. Her mother even was putting her in wigs. This girl couldn't even be no more than like, I would say the girl might have been 6, 7 or something like that, and she straight up comes up in there with wigs on. So I don't know if that's a condition the little girl have or whatever the case may be. I don't know if she's sick or anything, but nobody said anything about that. Like, it don't look like she's sick, but you never know. And then that's ain't that crazy? Like this, I was like blown away, because and me being in hair, I know what a wig look like. You know what I'm saying? So is I know whenever anybody come in with any kind of hair type of style, I know what it looks like. I've been doing and been around the hair stuff so long, I know what all of that kind of stuff looks like. So it's just so crazy. Like I'm just like, wow, we are so, it's like we are so stuck in it that it's almost like we have been so indoctrinated. That's a good, great word for it. We've been so indoctrinated that if you see it, it's like, oh, that's normal. Like even though it's like somebody taking like a spoonful of like poison, a little bit of poison, and we're like, oh, that little bit of poison is okay. We used to, just taking a little bit of poison every now and then. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not funny, but it's like it's just so weird. It's so deeply indoctrinated in us that it's just like a normal thing. Just like I was been watching this documentary about like out in Chicago, like with the gang boys and all this other kind of stuff. But actually, there's this group called Unity that's really doing like a really, 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 really big transformation thing out there where they are actually really helping them and like turn that around, and they've actually made a great progress actually out there. But the thing is, it's just like those boys are so used to that it's like the killing, it don't mean nothing. Like it just, oh, my boy got killed, and they can go in and just go eat dinner. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like I just feel like we have been attacked in so many ways like that we don't even know. It's crazy. It's just really crazy. But I want to at least put the information out there, and for those who, at least it's like kind of like, I kind of feel like this at least could be my way of giving back, because for those who don't even know that, like the risks of what they're doing, like a lot of people are just doing stuff because they may see their family members doing it. It's just kind of passed down. Oh, you get relaxers, you do your this, you do that. Oh, your hair's about to be looking fly. You about to, you know what I'm saying? Your hair about to be looking like this and like that. So I know all of that, but it's just they don't really understand the gravity of the damage they're actually causing and what they're ingesting. They really don't understand the chemicals that they're really putting in their bodies and the results from that. And they're going through a lot of stuff physically, and they don't even realize why they, like, how that's happening, and all this kind of stuff. And the medical doctors or whatever, they don't even know how to explain it to you. Just like how I'm going to say, I mean, be talking about in my story, and how they don't even care about what's going on with you, nor do they ask or find out what you're doing for those different type of things to happen to you. They don't even know, nor do they care. Okay, so I'm just going to be the deliverer of the information. I'm going to let people know that, and then that'll be up to them if they still want to continue to utilize these things that's continuously, bringing damage to you. Especially for the kids. My main thing is for the younger ones coming up, because the earlier you introduce them to these damaging things, the worse off they will be, because the younger you are, the more it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you more and more. um and so it's funny because I'm gonna also do a comparison. I'm gonna do a thing where I just got an idea that popped up into my mind, and I think that's really, really gonna be great. I'm gonna do a comparison, and it's gonna be within uh it's going to be within the African American hair, and you know how we have all different type of textures, but I want to do this comparison, and I don't even know if I want to do the idea outright here, because I don't want nobody to take that idea, because I have yet to see that here, this particular comparison and the outcomes that came from it, but it is within the African American hair textures. um I'm gonna, no, there's an idea after I finish the okay, hold on. Let me write that note. Cause I wanna, okay, let me see. Okay. Um yeah, I'm gonna do that. and I'm going to show the comparisons because it is a real thing. And you can really see now that I sit back and look on, like when I look at it, I know what I'm going to be talking. I know the idea, I mean, what I'm going to be talking about in my head. And I see it now that I'm thinking about it. I actually see the comparison, and it is a total difference. It is a completely total difference with the outcomes. So, there are different outcomes with Black people. There are different outcomes with Black people based on our hair textures. But I'm gonna hold on to that one because I'm gonna do a video on that, and I want to dig into that too, and just so that people can actually see that as well. But yeah, so I just wanted to just kind of like come on here and then let people know, because I didn't get the chance to really like get all the things that I needed to get together, and I wanted to gather more information, because I will be doing 5 weeks. Like it'll each, it's going to be for the 5 week series. So I really wanted to gather all of that information so that people will, so that I have everything that I want to present to you guys. And just to let you know, it's going to be chock packed full of information, and it's going to be important information. It's going to be information that you need to know, and it's going to be information that will help you. It's preventative information. It can be preventative type of things for your health. Like this actually is going to be health based. Like this, literally, your health, your life actually is affected by this information. Okay, so it is definitely something that we all should take serious. But I do want to put out there, although this is very important information and all of that type of stuff, I do want people to know I am not judging anyone, okay? Because I don't want nobody to think, because, I don't want no one to think that they're being judged if they're still doing any of these things, because, truth be told, it was a real good effort to get us wrapped up like that, like for real. Like that was pushed, that advertisement, all that other kind of stuff, and that was pushed on us since we were kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's not something you could easily just kind of just jump on out of when you have been indoctrinated so long with advertisement of bad stuff being pushed to you, like the relaxers and all that kind of stuff. So I give people grace with that, because I do understand. You know what I'm saying? It actually takes a minute. It took us, all of us that got to this point, to the natural point of actually caring for our hair and trying to do is to reverse that damage as much as possible or stop it. You know what I mean? It took us a while, because it definitely took me a while, and I think we all have a story, with the exception for a few people that may have, with the exception of a few people that may have, like, had that information from their parents to be like, no, love your hair, you're gonna wear your hair natural, whether you know what I'm saying, your hair is beautiful, all that kind of stuff. Because I had a few people that I knew that grew up with that and had that, but they was outliers. And it's crazy to say, to be Black, that those were outliers, but that was the truth. That's how it was. You had like a few people, and most of those people were the ones with the coveted hair, like the curly hair, and the soft curls and all that other kind of stuff. Now that was acceptable, as we all know, those were the acceptable, Black hair. So with them, a lot of them were told their hair was pretty hair and all this other kind of stuff. So, they didn't do a lot of damage to their hair. They may have gotten colors and different things like that. But as far as all the chemicals and all that crap, they wasn't like, a lot of them wasn't like messing with their hair like that. So, but anyways, yeah, so I'm sorry that it's late. It's 9:15 now. Usually I try to come on at 6 o'clock, but I was like running around taking care of some business today earlier, and getting a few things together here and stuff. I was catching up with a lot actually after coming back from my vacation, so that kind of like threw me kind of off my game, guys. But I'm going to be doing that. So y'all look out for those videos. I just really want to jump on here and say that. Just look out for that series, because that's going to be serious. It's going to be very, very informative. And You know what I'm saying? Do with it what you will, y'all. Okay. So I just wanted to pop in to say that I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's enjoying your summers. If you're doing some vacations and all that kind of stuff, I hope the lock stars are having fun wherever you are. Take the time to rest because you deserve it. We all deserve a little rest. I'm learning that for myself as well. Because all of that stress, let's try to live as stress free as possible, guys. And I definitely want to say shout out to some of my new subscribers. I got maybe about like I think 11 new subscribers or whatever. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate all of the new people. It's a slow crawl to the grow, but it's all good. I still appreciate even if one just subscribe to the channel because you could definitely be spending your time somewhere else. And just if you come in here to hang out with the girl with the lock stars over here. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you, and I want you to know that. Okay, so if there's anything that people want to add or whatever after I get into my videos and stuff, make sure you go ahead and drop your comments and all that other kind of stuff because trust me, but the stuff we'll be going through over, I already know a lot of y'all gonna be able to relate to it. A lot of y'all gonna have stories just like I do. I know that, because that have affected most of our community. So I know daggone well you all will be able to relate to what I'll be, rolling out for the next 5 weeks. Okay. So as always, as y'all always know, sharing is caring. I always say that. Make sure you're protecting and loving on your crowns, y'all. Okay. So until next time, y'all be great out there. Okay. I will definitely catch you all in the next one. But before I go, Carolyn, shout out to you, Carolyn Shepherd, because you are always here every time I do a video. And you're one of the first ones locked in with the Lockstar family. So I really truly appreciate you, girl. I would definitely want to just give you your little flower, give you some flowers, and throw some hearts to you because you definitely always show up and show out. So I definitely want you to know I appreciate you for that. Okay, so you are welcome. Now I really appreciate people who are like true blue like that and all that because I'm that type of way too. But no matter what, however, I'm coming and all that kind of stuff, you always show up. So I definitely appreciate you, girl, for real. I really do. Okay, so and you after I tried to get on that first time, you the only one who came up in here standing with me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate. I just try. You know what? I just try my best. I thank you for that. I try my best. I try to give everybody what I know. You know what I'm saying? It's like I do have a lot of knowledge about this hair stuff, and I know it can help people. And so that's all I really want to do. I just really want to just help us. That's my main thing. I want to help us get this knowledge because a lot of people don't even tell us this stuff or care really about us enough to give it to us like this so that we can start to protect ourselves and all this kind of stuff. We have to do it, like, because if we don't do it, man, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. And I'm just like tired of seeing it. Like I'm just like, but like I said, I try to give people grace. Now I'm learning to give people grace and understanding that it's really like something that was pounded in us, and it's just like affected from so many angles that it's like just slowly but surely, you know the more when you know better, do better. I guess that's my mantra. When you know better, do better. Okay, so there's no way that you can't say that you don't know now, because back then we didn't have a lot of information and we was like kind of ignorant towards what we was doing back then because there wasn't a lot of information out there back then, nor did they actually have the products for us back then. They really didn't care enough to put that stuff. It was like more like just give them chemicals. Just give them the stuff that'll hurt them. If they buy it, cool. And we was buying it up, right? But there was reasons behind that too, why we were buying it up, because it was the messages we were getting. Our hair ain't good enough. Our hair ain't fixed. We need to straighten it. It need to do. So therefore we did that, even though it wasn't good. So I give people grace, all of that kind of stuff. And because it takes time. This was a long time that this happened. So it's gonna take a while for us to get there. But I know we gonna get there. Okay. I believe in us. We strong, we powerful. God didn't bring us this far to let us down. We good. Okay. So we got the information now and we gonna use it because it's definitely been helping a lot others. And lastly, the last thing that I'm going to do, because I want to also start implementing. That's right. We gonna do this. We the strongest anyway. We the motherboard. It's so funny. I was just watching like a YouTube video, and it was like this white guy. It was a video about white people finally fessing up and telling the world what they all knew about black people all along. So one of them was saying, yeah, God told me black people were the real like black people really were the first created. They really, this and that. And then so another guy was saying, black women are the motherboard. They are the motherboard. Do you understand? They the earth. Like they birth everything. Like they birth everything. We can't birth what they birth. This is stuff we already knew. Okay. but they want us to believe a lie. Okay, we already know that a black woman can have a white child. Actually, there was this lady that actually had two twins, and it was with her husband, and one was blonde with blue eyes, and one was like black like her. So, but we ain't get way off the subject. We won't get way off like that because we ain't going that far. But it was just funny. But how all of a sudden a light bulb finally goes off, like, oh, I think they're like I'm like, okay. But so what I'm going to do and what I want to start to do is just to give us something that we can have, something that can benefit us, whether it's through our body as food or through our diet, or a recipe for our hair, like I did the spritz the last time. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to also give you guys another one, but however, I am going to put it over on my page in the post area, guys. So I want us to start participating more on my post area, and I'm going to give you a recipe. This one is going to be a MSM infused morning lemon water. Okay, so and it's going to be like a simple and refreshing way to start your day while also getting the benefits of MSM for your hair and skin. Okay, so and it says so why it works. I'm gonna give y'all what I'm gonna put. So wait a minute, let me pull this up because I'm gonna show y'all where to go and where to get the recipe. Okay, it's a quick, easy recipe because I'm starting to do all this too, guys. So some of this stuff I'm finding, I'm trying to implement myself. So when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to me too. Okay, so we're gonna go on. Okay, Faith Lock Live, right? Faith Lock Live. And then right here, right under where you see all the areas under there, right? Here we go to live, but we're gonna go over to post. See at the end, okay. Where post is at over here. Okay, over here, post. So I'm gonna go over here. Okay, hold on. Okay, post. Okay, yeah, this is my post area. So I clicked on the post area, right? And this is where was showing y'all. I had the last post I made with Hey Lockstars, just a quick check-in. And that was when I had took my flight. I was going over to Florida, right? So in this area, I'm going to post that. Is this one is the infused. I thought it was going to be the smoothie one because I also have a smoothie one, but I'm gonna wait on that. So y'all, when y'all watch the first video of my first episode in my series, at the end, I'm gonna give y'all the recipe to that. Or what I want y'all to know is actually, I think what I'm gonna do is y'all check my post, like say once a week, check the post, because I'm gonna try to be looking up different type of things for y'all to just so you can have like recipes to help grow your hair, like whether it's a smoothie, whether it's a drink like the lemon water in the morning or whatever. So I'm gonna try to also do that to help the community as well. Okay, so this one, it says why it works, the MS, so it's going to be the MFM infused morning lemon water. It says lemon helps detoxify the body and boost vitamin C. Great for collagen production. And MSM provides the sulfur needed for healthy hair and skin. This drink is perfect for hydration and cleansing right at the start of your day. So you are going to do that on an empty stomach when you do that. Because usually I get up in the morning and I try to drink warm lemon water, because that lemon water helps to deteriorate that belly fat too. We want to get rid of that. So let me just kind of let me see the of benefits of MSM powder. I want to just give y'all the definition, because this is something I'm going to be introducing to myself as well. Okay. It says, so it's a powder. I mean, the powder is a dietary supplement that contains sulfur. It is claimed to have various health benefits, including joint health, skin health, allergy relief, immune function, digestive health. Wait a minute, womb. Wait a minute, no. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I want the one for hair. Hold on. MSM powder for hair. That's the one I want. Okay. So MSM, I'm sorry guys. Helps hair growth because it gives your body a building block for hair. But besides just contributing one of the main building blocks of hair, it is also theorized that MSM increases hair growth potential by lengthening the growth phase, anagen phase of the hair cycle, where okay, and then it just was saying where to get it. But that is what it was saying right there, guys. So this powder is said to, now I don't know exactly, I haven't used it, so I don't want to say I don't want to say for sure, okay, this is going to grow your hair and whatever like that. But you can definitely look up. It's very easy to just go ahead and look that up. I'm going to try it. I'm going to look it up and see how much the powder is, all that kind of stuff. Because like I said, I am to the point where I am trying to do everything more on the healthy tip instead of using chemicals, guys. So welcome, guys. I see a few people done jumped in. Say hi, y'all. Don't be shy, because I always got, you know what? That's another thing too. I have a lot of people that come in. There's people that be watching me, because when I look at the analytics, there's so many people that come back and watch and watch and watch, but they don't subscribe to the channel. But they must like the content because they do come back and watch the channel. So why don't you just become a Loc star, even if you don't just subscribe to the channel, and just be notified when I do one. And you know what I'm saying? Just help out in that kind of way. Subscribing helps me keep the channel going, and it actually encourages me to do stuff. So you participate, I participate, and so that's how we all help each other. Okay. You do that, you continue to get good information from me. Okay. So what I'm going to do, just like how I showed y'all on the page, I am going to go ahead and post that over there on my YouTube page. All right. So you're gonna get, I have the correct amounts, of the ingredients that you need for that. And then I'm going to leave the instructions too. Okay. So that's something that I'm going to start really implementing, just so that we can utilize that space more. We can have community with each other, and then we can always get a benefit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to benefit this community, in a good way. All right. And that's going to be by continuously giving you guys this information, all this knowledge. Y'all watch and subscribe and you like, and then I will continue to push that information out. Okay. So, and no matter how many or less that shows up to anything I do, whether it's a live, a video. I appreciate it all. Okay. I appreciate all of it. All right. Because it still matters. Okay. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I know a lot of y'all gotta go to work tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna probably just like watch TV or kind of unwind a little bit for like the next half an hour before I can get ready to go to bed. Okay, guys. So anyways, as always, sharing is caring, guys. Okay, we'll get y'all some hearts. Okay, oh, that's 100%, but that's 100%. I'm gonna get y'all some hearts too. Okay, so you all have a good night, and thank you all for whoever is joining. Carolyn, you already know, and then for the ones that and for the ones that I see here that are too shy to say hello, y'all, thank you guys for showing up too. Okay, okay, thank you guys for that. So until next time, I will catch y'all later in episode 1, okay, of that 5-week series, and don't you dare miss it. Bye.